Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one. In the NBA 2K21 demo, you can...
That's a great look at our location. And it is indeed, DA. Thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for Ayton.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Rubio against Ball. The pass to Booker. Now, here's Bridges. Back to Booker. Rubio taking his time here. Pass to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
You know, you try to establish consistent substitution patterns. It helps you stay in a rhythm, and they had to go to their bench much too early.
On offense, here are the Suns.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Now here's Johnson. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
Holiday finds Ingram. And here is Ball. Pass to Williamson. Over Johnson. Almost, but it rolls out. For the Phoenix Suns, they come into this one following a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
And Ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Now, here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
No good from Booker.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And the dunk by Williamson. You know, Doris, I know your style of play at Providence was one of aggressiveness, a lot of instinct, a lot of smarts, great skill. But I think you also have an appreciation for the players that are real scrappy on the floor.
What I love, Kevin, are guys who can influence the game without having incredible offensive skill. So a guy like Patrick Beverly, so a little bit undersized. But would you like to have that guy pick you up at 94 feet, be in your grill and in your face like he gives no quarter, he gives no concessions? If he were checking Kevin Harlan, my goodness, you'd have a long night.
That would be a torture chamber. I agree with you. Here's Williamson. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. No good from 11 feet. To the middle. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
And here's Ingram from the arc. The shot that time, not on target. The Suns go the other way with it, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Williamson, the pass to Ingram. Outside Favors. Inside, here's Holiday. Out to Ingram. Here's Williamson, and finished off by Williamson.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
Holiday against Booker. 14 feet away. They get it.
Oh, worth the price of admission.
Go ahead, Mr. 8. How about that finish?
31.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Phoenix ahead, leading by just 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Inside, Saric and Baines. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. High post try. Baines. It's good on the putback. Baines has got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Jackson dishes to Redick. Pass to Hart. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Hayes. Rebound by the Suns.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Redick for 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Redick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And perimeter shooting, never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
Carter, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. And a change for the Pelicans. Okafor's checked in. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Pelicans. They trail by 1. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. Hart the pass to Okafor. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
A nice shot by Booker.
Well, this is where Booker can really hurt you. Very capable and confident three-point shooter. Go ahead, Devin.
On the wing, Jackson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Sharich. Doris, you graduated as your college's all-time assist leader. Talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead guards, Kevin, we talk about unselfishness, vision, patience. Who are the players that make their teammates better? Though probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your teammates, make them feel good about themselves, give them confidence? That, to me, is probably the most underrated aspect of it.
And Doris, when you played, you took such great pride in each and every one of those things.
I did. I love trying to make my teammates better. It feels great to make somebody feel good.
Back to Reddick. There's the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Reddick's got 6.
What confidence from the grizzled veteran. Reddick is as automatic as it gets from downtown.
Jerome passes to Carter. There's 1:38 left in the first half. Now the feed to Kaminsky. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Baines. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Melly passes to Okafor. Outside Jackson. The pass to Hart. He dishes it to Reddick. From past the arc. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Okafor comes in with the double team. The shot by Carter, nobody around. And it's Melly with the rebound. Passes to Hart. And it's all evened up.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Sharich kicks to Carter. Pass to Baines. Sharich outside. Traps in the tray. Sharich has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, you can tell Dario Saric's teammates want him to take these kinds of shots. When he plays with confidence, look out.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Not going to go that time. Baines dishes to Carter. Here's Jerome. And the shot goes in. Jerome's got the lead up to 5 now for Phoenix.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
So for New Orleans right now, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. And all the tools that made DeAndre Ayton the top pick in the 2018 draft already, Doris, on display at the start of his NBA career.
You know what, Kevin? People wanted to knock DeAndre Ayton for his defense, which wasn't horrific. But they forgot about all the things he can do. Just remember, he's a great screener in the pick and roll. He can shoot from range. He's got incredible instincts with an incredible physicality to his game. Don't talk about the defense. Ayton too good on the offensive end.
Bridges passes to Ayton. Tries from 7. He goes up again, and that's 2 points on the layup. And now it's a 9-point Suns lead.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Ball with the bucket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Williamson with it. Now guarded by Booker. And it's Williamson missing.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Rubio dishes to Ayton. With 3. Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
New Orleans moving it around. With his first shot attempt. Tries again. And plenty of contact on the shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Johnson. Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And it's Rubio penetrating, and he banks in the layup. Rubio's got his first 2 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Down low, here's Hayes. And the Pelicans miss again.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity. I think the player most closely identified with the Phoenix Suns the last 3 years, obviously Devin Booker. You know, here's a guy who averaged well over 20 points. He can beat you with the pass as well. He's the piece that gives this team great hope for the future. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Booker. Rubio outside. Bridges passes to Ayton. Back to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Banked in off the glass. Bridges got 6. And what's astounding, even with Booker, the Suns have been last, Doris, in three-point accuracy 2 straight seasons.
Yeah, and I think that speaks, Kev, to the roster construction. You need floor spacing to win games, and it can't be from just one guy. This franchise knows that. They just haven't been able to yet solve the problem.
Ayton at the elbow. Rubio outside. And the Suns get it back. And here's Booker from the arc. That doesn't go, but he's 5 for 11.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Ball against Rubio. Pass to Hayes. And here's Ingram from the arc.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And Booker kicks to Kaminsky. Holiday against Booker. Launches a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Booker's got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns.
Well, this guy is an explosive offensive talent. When Devin Booker's cooking, my goodness.
Here's Bridges. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. That's 10 points for Mikal Bridges.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Suns ahead. They finish off the third quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter on.
You just got to do a better job of executing.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Frank Kaminsky is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Carter in at the point.
That's just superior balance from the crafty guard. If you allow Devin Booker to get close, he's going to draw your contact.
Doris, what has impressed me about Booker is that he's put up great numbers despite not having a lot of franchise stability at the start of his career.
No doubt, Kevin. For Devin Booker, his first 4 seasons, he had 4 different head coaches. That doesn't even start to touch the roster turnover he's dealt with. Through everything he's faced, he has produced on the offensive end. You love this guy's upside. Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Carter against Holiday. Booker outside. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Favors has got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's the pass to Melly. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Kicks to Holiday. It's Redick on the wing. Defended by Booker. 5 to shoot. Back to Holiday. Lets the 3 fly. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Carter. And there's Bridges on the assist by Booker. And that's 13 points for Mikal Bridges.
What a good pass. I mean, Booker's so unselfish, showing he's not just a finisher.
Holiday, the pass to Hart. Goes up on the wing. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Timeout call, the Suns.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Williamson's checked in.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Chet Diallo, he's checked in for Phoenix. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. It's deflected. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Here's Hart. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And the Suns making a change here. Baines is checked in. Phoenix leading by 19 points. Carter looking around. Pulls it from 20. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
The kick out to Holiday. Redick with the three. And no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. To the paint. Here's Diallo. That one falls coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got 3 assists tonight.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Passes it to Jerome. Redick against Carter. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
So the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Devin Booker.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Here's Payne. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Okafor with the ball. Moore outside. Pass to Jackson. Here's Alexander Walker. Jackson looking it over. Puts one up from 19. With the tip. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. And that one, good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing. And
body fluid. And goaltender. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
I can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything.
Hi, everyone, and nothing tips off a broadcast. He is doing a great job. Thank you, DA. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up.
Here we go.
Taking a look at Utah. They've had a great season, and will look to extend that into the playoffs. And, of course, New Orleans, right now, quite a ways down below.
And I think for New Orleans, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some hope. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
This has been the thought all along. They have enough to compete night in and night out, but they're not taking 4 out of 7 from a top team in this league. No way.
The starters for the Utah Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. And for the Pelicans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the 3. Well, Smitty, for players and teams that are out of the playoff hunt, how do they stay motivated here to go the rest of the season every night, every practice, every trip?
And I think that's when the organization, your captains, your coaches, you got to talk about being a pro. Sometimes you lose focus. You're not in the playoffs, and maybe your team that was supposed to be or not slated to be in the playoffs, you still are a professional. You have to have a professional approach.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Outside Holiday. 3-pointer. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
This is too easy for Williamson. Once he gets established position, he is ready to attack the rim. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. And Favors kicks to Ingram. Back to Favors. 5 on the clock. From deep 3-point range. A rebound by the Jazz.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Holiday. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And that's called finishing a play. Physical defense. Holiday stays focused, eyes on the rim.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
And there's Favors putting it right back in.
Derek Favors is a strong-willed player who fights for extra possessions. You gotta box this guy out whenever a shot goes up.
Now here's Favors. 9-point game his last outing. Pass the ball. Back to Favors. Now here's Williamson. D right on him. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. First in shooting percentage, 7th in blocks, and don't forget top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. Redick with the double team. Inside, here's Mitchell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
In a short time span, I'm amazed at how far Donovan Mitchell's come. He has very few weaknesses for a young player.
Now, here's Redick. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Clarkson on the wing. From the baseline. And he gets the bucket.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pelicans. They lead by 7. Here's Hayes. And Davis pulls it down.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
He hits both from the stripe.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Right side Redick. Plenty of space. Yep, that one goes in there. Redick's got 7 points in the game.
That's Redick shooting in a nutshell. A quick trigger release once he gets his hands on the ball.
Swiped it away. Good if it goes. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. During his tenure in Utah,
really key to have a coach like that.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
You can see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Clarkson. Mitchell is out there with Moutier. Then there's Davis, and it's Niang in at the power forward. Okafor's checked in for the Pelicans. And it's Davis missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
He gets it in there. Hart's got his first bucket of the night.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Passes it to Jackson. Now here's Okafor, defended by Moutier. Redick against Mitchell, and Redick kicks to Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. And there's a foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That's his first foul. Smitty, Smatter also an All-American in high school, two-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title, and then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide.
Now, here's Clarkson. Derek Favors unable to get his shot to go. That one doesn't drop. Now here's Reddick, the fast break opportunity. Here's Hart. Nails the baby hook. Hart's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's Moutier. Pelicans with the rebound. Favors got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's Reddick on the wing. The three kept alive. The layup off target.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from O'Neal.
And how about the confidence to pull up from out there? And what skill to knock it down?
A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Reddick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Hart, and it's Holiday in for J.J. Reddick. Utah also making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis, and it's Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier. Here's Conley after Drew Holiday's score. Conley kicks to O'Neal. Conley surveying the D. And Okafor with the block. Here's O'Neal. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside. And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Now here's Favors. Outside Holiday. It's Ingram on the wing. From deep. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And you gotta respect the level of concentration Ingram maintains at all times. Doesn't matter if he's wide open or pressured. This guy is a lights-out performer.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Jazz with possession here. Niang passes to Conley. Can they get it? Gets a hand on it. Okafor grabs the miss. New Orleans leading by 11. For 3, Ingram. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Here's Gobert. Excellent D there from Okafor.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Conley kicks to Niang. Okafor against Conley. Over Okafor. But they recover it. The shot misses. Here's Holiday. And he lays it straight in. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's able to shift gears in an instant. Hard to stay in front of Holiday on the drive.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with it.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. New Orleans had no problems getting going. You could see the daggers in their eyes as they... And that'll do it for our half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half.
Favors using his imposing frame to rock the rim. When Gordon Hayward left the Jazz 3 summers ago, some expected a rebuild. Instead, they hit gold with Donovan Mitchell and kept on trucking.
Pelicans leading by 16. Pass to Williamson. It's stolen by Ingles, and the Jazz pushing it up now. A second chance effort. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 10 points in the game.
This is what impressed scouts with Mitchell. 6'10" wingspan for a player who is 6'3". That's going to get you some rebounds.
And the heartbreak over losing Hayward. Short-lived, but the Jazz still needed to learn from it.
Very important that the Jazz retain the stars they developed. I think there were some lessons learned along the way.
And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And finished off by Williamson.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
Here's Conley. Pelicans with the rebound. Favors got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And that one's good, Williamson's got 4 points this quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's O'Neal. Buries it down low. Ball with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now the pass to Williamson. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. From a low drama perspective, Steve, which stars do you think would be the easiest to play alongside and be their teammate?
I think Kawhi Leonard for sure, Kevin. Doesn't say much, just goes out and plays. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jokic, a lot of those superstars. I think Paul George is another guy that goes out and just plays. So there's a few out there that would love to play alongside.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Mudiay? He's averaging about 7 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Here's Conley, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Outside Jackson. Redick for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Utah making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. It's Redick on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. Back to Redick. Three-pointer. Utah with the rebound.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
This is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
52 seconds left to play here in the third. Jackson passes to Melly. For three. Clock at 6. Reddick way outside. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 6.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Hayes from down in the low post. It goes. And the Pelicans lead by 16. Down low, here's Davis. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Davis has got his first basket.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Hart kicks to Hayes. No good from outside. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 14. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So on the floor for Utah. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Mitchell is out there with Clarkson. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. Baseline jumper. Nice shot by Gobert.
Hey, let's give Rudy Gobert some credit for putting in the work. He can now hit the mid-range jumper.
Pelicans leading by 15. For 3, Ingram. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Clarkson kicks to O'Neal. Nice ball movement by Utah. Shoots the 3. That shot off the mark. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's the break. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Ingram outside. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Derek Favors checked in for New Orleans. All comes in for Josh Hart. And Utah also making a switch. George Niang is checked in for Joe Ingles. And that one's good by Favors. And the Pelicans lead by 17.
He's had an NBA body from day one, and Favors knows how to carve out space.
Pass to Clarkson. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Pelicans leading by 17. Here's Williamson. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And 12 points for Zion Williamson. It's Gobert with the ball for the Jazz. Here's Mitchell. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Doesn't matter to the great offensive players who's guarding them. And Donovan Mitchell is trying to become one of them.
Goes up the baseline. Utah the rebound. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Passes to Clarkson. Mitchell outside. And it's blocked.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's Holiday. Again, the Pelicans score.
We know Drew likes to get to the rim, but he's developed a mid-range jumper for when the defense is playing him that way.
Shot's good by Clarkson.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. For the Jazz, Joe Ingles, who's checked in for George Niang. And it's Conley in for Clarkson. To the middle. It's deflected. And stolen by Favors. Lobs it up for Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Pelicans.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Derek Favors.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
From the arc, a fresh 14 for New Orleans. Here's the Jazz with the ball. Here's Ingles. Excellent D there from Holiday. Here's Williamson, and finished off by Williamson.
And that's grown man muscle. Williamson relishes any chance he gets to take the defense on and finish.
15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Tucker. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Jackson dishes to Williamson. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Now for...
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
hang time. Moving the plug in the power, ayy. Came with a charge in my alley, ooh. Charge to the game like it's credit, Your team crowd need to edit, yeah. I see face and credit, hold up. Ooh, that's dead, need a minute, need a plan to revive, let's get a shot pressing. They say what I say, they got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with a step back, throw that shot.
It's Friday night, and let's go.
Well, the writing was
the right, DA, a big lift for their offense. And he defends, too. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Ayton.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. In his last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at the 5. And for Utah, inside we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well. Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Booker the pass to Rubio. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. No good from Booker.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Passes it to Ingles. Back to Gobert. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Conley. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now here's Booker. 29 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Well, the thing he did most was fluster the defense. I really liked how he showed no fear and constantly attacked the lane and drew contact, which in turn got him the free throws.
Now here's Rubio. Following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Ayton, that's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
And stolen by Ayton. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And then for Phoenix, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Saric comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Now here's Gobert. Really struggled in the loss against Oklahoma City. To the paint. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Pass to Bridges. Another one falls for Phoenix. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
Bridges misses. Jazz leading by 5. It's up a 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Booker, and he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Here's Baines. O'Neal with the rebound. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Man, showing some terrific range. Clarkson's got 5 now.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Suns trail by 10. And Saric kicks to Booker. Carter with the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Now, Booker is a special offensive player, can score, and starting to show his playmaking.
And the basket by Ingles.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Carter, the pass to Bridges. Misses the 3.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. Nine seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Moutier. The offensive rebound.
That's the energy Ed Davis needs to play with consistently. Big-time finish on the rebound.
That will count. Unable to get that one. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. It wasn't an immediate star turn for Mike Conley in
the ups and downs of injuries.
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and just stayed positive.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance from the Jazz so far.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Suns. Saric is out there with Kaminsky. Then there's Carter. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Jerome in at the point. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz, DA. Thank you. Brent, talk about the length of the season. Commissioner Silver is also considering proposals to shrink the season. What do you think?
I think it'd be interesting, and I'm not sure financially how the league goes back from an 82-game season and ticket sales and revenue and television and how they kind of unwind what it is they've agreed to. But 70 games to me in terms of the competition, Kevin, in terms of the elevated play of the star players on a nightly basis, the fact that you probably get stars to appear in every game and not be sat out for load management and things like that, I think overall it'd be pretty healthy.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there and really a tough break for the defense.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Jazz. This one for 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Johnson outside. Pass to Saric to stop the run. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first 3 from the floor.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Clarkson. That shot misses. And Phoenix will come the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now here's Booker from outside the arc. That shot is off. Good D by Mitchell. Great for the Phoenix Suns with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought. There is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
Poke loose. Nice ball movement by Utah. Clarkson passes to Davis. Lets it go from the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Niang's got 5 points in the quarter.
If there's a skill set you like your point guard to have, that's exceptional court vision. Moutier shows it off there with that assist.
Mitchell against Booker. He dishes it to Baines. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson for 3. Rebounded by Clarkson. Utah leading by 18. Mitchell right side. For Booker. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist for Moutier. Moutier's got 3 assists now in this one. Booker draws the double. Saric outside. Down low. Here's Baines. And he dunks it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Drills it from outside. 16 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Rubio dishes to Booker. From deep three-point range. And no good that time. And so it's Utah sitting on a 21-point lead to end the... Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points, 2 steals, and
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. That's the group right now for Utah.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower. Probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those 2 needs better than anyone in the league.
Here's Jerome following the basket by Donovan Mitchell and the basket by Johnson. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Conley's shot is off.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
The pass to Jerome. Unloads from 13. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D Wade with how he plays.
Booker knows he's got the ultimate green light, and right now exploring the three-point line.
Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by the Suns.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And here's Booker from the arc. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And it's Mitchell missing.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Here's Booker. Another shot. Gobert with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. 6 to shoot. Here's Rubio. Here's Hayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Rubio the pass to Booker. Over Mitchell. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And it's 8 points for Devin Booker.
Booker focused on scoring right there. Even under duress, Booker finding a way to sink a very tough shot.
Ingles finds Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Back to Ingles. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And the Jazz with some changes. George Niang comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mitchell. Free throw drops for Ingles. Brett, offensive versatility all the rage now. Which guards do you think do the best job of generating offense with their back to the basket?
I don't know so much as these guys are playing with their back to the basket, Kevin, so much as they're finding ways to get the ball without a dribble at about 15 feet away from the basket. So one dribble, they're at the rim. Right. They're very effective at the mid-range. Chris Paul and DeMar DeRozan have had tremendous efficiency from those areas on the floor. So those are the kind of players that put some pressure on your defense because they're starting their offense so close to the basket and they're effective with which they do it. Not on the post, not on the perimeter, and they're finding ways to be impactful.
Now here's Booker. 8 points for him. Three-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
52 seconds left to play in the third. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul. The Jazz making a switch here. Davis is checked in. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Bridges. Carter, he's checked in for Devin Booker. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Ricky Rubio.
In perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Here's Niang. That one misses. The Suns go the other way with it. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lets the three fly. And it's Carter missing. Jazz leading by 17. And Gobert kicks to Clarkson. Launches a three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Clarkson's got 10 points.
I'd like to see more of that from Clarkson. Just get more consistent from the three-point line. Steps up and knocks that one down.
Pull-up jumper. Conley's shot is off. Up in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. It's the Jazz just dominating this one. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Andre Ayton out there with Frank Kaminsky. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. Now here is Carter. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Sun shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. Out left to the wing. Jerome passes to Carter. Here's Jerome. Carter looking around. Nailed from three-point land.
He's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
From past the arc. Utah with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Now here's Ayton. Carter on the wing. Lets it go with the 3. Mike Conley grabs the miss.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want to. Let him keep shooting those 3s because he's been brutal in this half.
It's blocked.
Oh, he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
Carter with it. Now defended by Gobert. Gobert brings the double team, and the basket by Kaminsky.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Now, here's Clarkson. There's the triple. Offensive rebound.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. For so long, the U.S. has been the country to beat in international basketball play. But there are some big-time challengers around the globe emerging.
Well, Serbia and Spain continue to be competition that the U.S. takes extremely seriously. And I'm not saying they don't take everybody that they step on the floor against with tremendous amount of respect. We know from years in the past that Argentina had its golden age with the players around Manu Ginobili and Alberto and Nocioni, but that seemed to be a timing thing for the Argentinian national team. Spain and Serbia will continue to be impressive and continue to push USA basketball in these international tournaments and Olympic play.
Rubio finds Baines. Bridges against Ingles. Passes it to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. No good from Booker.
And that's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
The Suns have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And it's Rubio penetrating. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
You know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on the ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position.
And Phoenix making a change here. Diallo's checked in. The putback. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Jazz.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Donovan Mitchell.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Here's Rubio. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He's off on the first. That's off as well, so he misses both. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Another miss by Utah. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Suns. No good from Booker. Here's Davis, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, even though he doesn't score a ton, Davis has enough offensive skills that make him tricky to defend. That time draws the foul.
Good on both. They swipe it. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K22
We're the land of the
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Ayton.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for New Orleans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans.
You know, his teammates calling him the slender man. Brandon Ingram, not much more than 200 lbs, but adding strength has been a focus.
And with Brandon Ingram and his size, he could benefit from adding a few pounds.
Well, you know, his teammates call him Tiny Dog. Dog because of his determination. That's a positive thing. The tiny part in reference to his slight frame. Time to bulk it up, young fella. Weight room.
A Holiday after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Out to Ingram. The tray. The rebound by Johnson. And it's Phoenix's ball. Here's Bridges. Lays it up off the glass.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now, here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Sacramento.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous. You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Bridges kicks to Rubio. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bridges. They get it back. Rubio finds Ayton. Wants to get it to Booker and does. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here's Ingram. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Good on the bucket. Aren't some of those lottery-bound teams now giving more minutes to their younger players, developing them, looking into the future, which means more veterans, unfortunately, will have to sit and watch.
And, you know, I always say this, and it's much easier said than done, but you're a professional, whether you're in the rotation, a young player or an old player, you have to approach it in a professional manner. And that means accepting the good with the bad, the sweet with the bitter. And that takes a maturity level. And, you know, when the trade deadline is behind you, you only can control what you can control. And that's what veterans should be about.
And hopefully the coach communicates the ideas behind the move, too.
I like that. But there's no obligation to do so.
Right. For 3, Booker. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Phoenix also making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Saric comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Now here's Saric. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I think the offensive game of Saric is really good and continues to evolve. Encouraging to see him be aggressive inside.
Here's Jackson. That shot off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Carter kicks to Booker. Out to the right wing. Saric finds Baines. Carter outside. Now here's Booker. 29 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
A gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
Now Hayes, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Pass to Jackson. Reddick for three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
It's the main strength in Reddick's game, his three-point shot. Lethal. This guy is a laser.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. That drive by Carter. It's good.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And Hayes kicks to Reddick. The three. Hart. Hayes trying to break free. It's good on the putback.
Boy, that effort is absolutely fantastic here. I mean, Hart staying active, being persistent, tracking down the rebound, and making sure they get something out of that extra possession.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
It's a tie game in New Orleans. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Inside, Saric and Baines. Evan Booker out there with Carter. And it's Rubio in at the three, the small forward. Yep, it counts. The Pelicans trail. The deep three from Reddick. No good on the three. And Phoenix has possession. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Pass to Baines. Booker with no one around drills the three-pointer. Booker's got the lead up to 5 now for Phoenix.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Saric has the open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Baseline J on the way, and there's Reddick. That's good on the assist from Jackson.
Tell you what, with the long-range game Reddick has, you can sometimes forget how good his mid-range game is, too.
Here's Okafor. He's still scoreless so far in this one. From deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Guys, J.J. Redick is much more than just a standstill shooter. I mean, his movement without the ball and his quick trigger release, a very deadly combination.
Jackson down low. Harder on him. And it's Okafor missing.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Attacking the defense with the pass there, Kevin. Rubio, great vision. And no hesitation on the delivery.
And Clark, as good as he is, playing off the ball. Reddick can handle and even create some for his teammates.
Yeah, I like the fact that Reddick has added that to his package, Kevin, because initially he was just a catch-and-shoot guy, but he's smart, he's tough, and he's actually steady and comfortable with the ball in his hand.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, I tell you, when Okafor sees a wide-open teammate, he really zips the ball over to set him up for a clean look at the bucket.
Johnson finds Kaminsky. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And the first one at the line is good. Clark, what would your dream backcourt look like? If you were going to design one, what would it look like?
Well, they'd have good size and athleticism, somewhere in that 6'3" to 6'6" range, and the ability to make plays for themselves and others, and also be very solid at the defensive end. You know, you think about some guys that would fit that bill. I look at a guy like Malcolm Brogdon, who really gives it to you in multiple ways as a backcourt player. And I like the scoring of Damian Lillard.
Agreed.
And the offensive skill set Williamson has off the charts. And the scary thing is, guys, he's only going to keep getting better.
Here's Jerome. 1:52 left to play here in the second quarter. Johnson, the pass to Jerome. His three-pointers off the mark. So Favors will bring it up for New Orleans. It's a three-point game. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. And that'll be the first of a two-game road trip for him. And it's Ayton missing.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Back to Ingram, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Jerome passes to Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now, here's Ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And again, no good by New Orleans. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. Shoots over Ball. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Favors has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Inside.
You know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
Suns leading by 3. 35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Rubio outside. There's the pass to Jerome. Ayton against Favors. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jerome. Off target from outside. Williamson dishes to Holiday. In the corner, it's Ingram. Shoots. Here's Williamson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
And so he hits both. Just 4 seconds left in the first half. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Phoenix ahead, leading by just 1.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, for the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4. And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. There's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop. Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball.
Oh, that was terrific!
But what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Ingram against Rubio. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Suns trailing. Here's a Kobo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Holiday.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take.
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin. I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
Jackson, he's checked in for New Orleans. Here's Jerome, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Booker. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Good body control that time by Frank Kaminsky. Seems to me that he's got really good balance and rhythm when he's catching and shooting.
To the left side wing. Here's Melly. No good. Shot missing. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Booker. Here's Ayton. And he can't bank that one in. There's the lob to Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
On the money from 12 feet away. Jackson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pelicans. Suns have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Here's Booker. They get it again.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Melly passes to Holiday. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
So for the Pelicans, Hayes, he's checked in for Okafor. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jackson. And he's able to get it back. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And Booker kicks to Kaminsky. Passes it to Okobo. Back to Booker. A 3-ball. Pelicans pull it in.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Outside, Redick. A 3-pointer off the mark. Suns trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
There's 49 seconds left in the third. Takes the 3. And the Pelicans miss again.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move.
And stolen by Booker.
Pick up the pace, get the 2-for-1 here.
That's the way to go. Be quick about it.
And it's Okobo missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Holiday, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
From downtown, the shot will not fall. And he drains the 3, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. We've got Aaron Baines, also Bridges out there. Evan Booker out there with Carter. And it's Jacobo in at the 2. Redick with the bucket.
You know, that's one of Redick's specialties there. I mean, you knock a shot down against his team, he's looking to come right back at you.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Hart the pass to Favors. Pass to Redick. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Suns leading by 4. Rubio the pass to Ayton. And Rubio kicks to Bridges. And it's off from 3-point range. And here's New Orleans now. Here's Williamson. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Capable of doing some real damage. Give Williamson the rock in a spot like that, and he is going to burn you.
And here's Booker from the arc. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Favors got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the inside. And there's Williamson on the assist by Ball. 22 points for Zion Williamson.
Oh, such a terrific passer. He seems to have a sixth sense. Nice feel, which is hard to teach.
Rubio finds Johnson. Now here's Ayton. Rubio outside. Just 5 on the clock. And it's good. 2 points. Johnson's got his first basket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
The shot by Redick, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. Here's Favors. The pass to Hart. Kicks it to Redick. From deep 3-point range, that falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And the Suns call time.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Devin Booker.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Ingram, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Holiday comes in for J.J. Redick. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Thanks, David. Carter kicks to Booker. Back to Carter. There's the 3. Cans it from downtown. And the Suns lead by 2. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Ingram with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Now here's Williamson. He's guarded closely. Rejected by Booker. And they'll keep possession. Ball. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Oh, I love that about Lonzo Ball. When it's a big possession, he demands and commands the ball.
Carter, the pass to Booker. Charge outside. Back to Booker. Launches it. Excellent D there from Holiday. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
From deep. But they'll get another chance. And Favors kicks to Holiday. From deep three-point range. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And that was a little bit of a range check call.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
So Favors will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by 1. Tries from 16. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Holiday inside the line. Can't cash in. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Jerome passes to Carter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They trail by 3. 1 second left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3. If they...
Oh, he gets it to go!
It counts!
Guys, that's one for the highlight reel. They needed a 3 to extend the game, and the young fella delivered.
Yes, he did. A clutch shot, and really what I like, guys, there was no hesitation. He shot it freely and with confidence. As a result, we're headed to overtime.
Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, Redick and Ingram fill out the perimeter. Williamson out there with Hayes, and it's Ball in at the point. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Redick with the 3. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Tell you what, that bucket could turn out to be large. Redick gets the call and shows no nerve in coming through for him there.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team. This is why they go to Zion. His teammates trusting in his ability to get the job done.
Good on the 3-point shot.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
The Pelicans have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop so far in overtime. Suns shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. It's good. 23 points for Devin Booker.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
It's blocked.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Rubio the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. Williamson with it. Charges there. And Derek Favors with the slam.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
And that one misses. And stolen by Williamson. Booker looking around. Around 2 minutes into overtime now. It's been a good one. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, on the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
To the middle. It's in!
And they do have a foul to give.
And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Favors at the elbow. Now the dish to Williamson. In the corner, it's Ingram. Right between the eyes!
And you know what? Ingram is always ready to score in the clutch, guys. He's a guy you can depend on to give you his best when his best is needed.
Timeout called. The Suns, they're down by 1. Just 4 seconds left in overtime. What do you think, guys?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Here's Sharch. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. And
upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and Slam.
In your face.
You play 2K
all the time.
You act.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do.
At home in Utah, the Jazz never fail to go out of the... Oh, thanks, D.A. We got a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Jazz. Advantage in one series. And checking out New Orleans. They're down there in the 10th spot.
And seeing where the Pelicans are, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them, Greg. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5 down low. And for Utah, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Taken away by Holiday. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think, has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim. And the Utah fans known league-wide for their passion.
This is a very tough place to get a win on the road, Greg. You know that as well as anyone. You've got the elevation, second highest in the league, and as you mentioned, those fans are loud, proud, and passionate.
Here's Ingram, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, you like how Favors stays after it in that instance. When he's close to the bucket, boy, he's great at hustling for these second chance points.
Now, here's Mitchell. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And yes, it's good. 8 points for Zion Williamson.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
That's tipped. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And I just love the aggressiveness from Ball. When he's driving to the hoop, he's ready to attack the rim at will.
Now, here's Mitchell. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Here's Holiday. Rebound, Utah.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And good that time. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pelicans. Takes a 3. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Kings in Sacramento. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Mitchell.
So this is where the freakish length of Rudy Gobert, so effective at reaching in and prying the ball away from the opposition. You know what I love about Donovan Mitchell? He is just as great off the court as he is on. This guy is engaging. He's self-aware. He is the real deal.
O'Neal misses.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Favors. The kick out to Holiday. They get the rebound.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And a chance now for us to see which rookies have been shooting lights out since the All-Star break. Zion Williamson on top.
He has been outstanding since the break. Defenders have been struggling to slow him down.
The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Pelicans. Jackson comes in for Lonzo Ball. Stolen by Mitchell. And here we go. Conley, nobody back. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
4th selection back in the 07 draft. Conley has been a reliable guard for many years.
For the Jazz, Davis is checked in for Gobert. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Pass to Conley. Pulls up on the wing. The Jazz again can't hit it. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. A nice shot by Melly.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
Pass to Clarkson. Conley feeling it out for the 3. The shot by Clarkson, no good. And so it's New Orleans, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got Hart. Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. And it's Melly in at the 4-man position. Doris, if you had a list of players with all the great talent in this league that's the most difficult to stop one-on-one, who would that be?
Well, like in similar situations, I can't give you just one. Some names that come immediately to mind, James Harden, obviously, has been in the MVP race for 5 years running, I think. He's virtually impossible to guard, right? He's got a great system for his individual skills. Kevin Durant can get any shot he wants at any time. And then the virtuoso that is LeBron James, who can pick you apart with shooting, with scoring, with passing. He's really nothing short of remarkable.
And that one good from Clarkson.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
Down low, here's Hayes. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Monday, the Atlanta Hawks coming to town. That will tip off a homestand for them.
And for the matchup with the Grizzlies, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Mudiay. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Hart. Really had troubles in the loss to Sacramento. Redick with the bucket. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Jackson passes to Redick. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
And it's Davis missing.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Now the pass to Hart. Now Jackson. Dishes to Hayes. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hart. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that run.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
Here's Hart after the basket by Utah. Jackson in the corner. Outside, Redick. Fires from deep. Gobert pulls it in.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And Okafor slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. For the Jazz, Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Davis. O'Neal comes in for George Niang. And it's Mitchell in for Moutier. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Williamson is checked in for Hayes. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. Drew Holiday, who's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Ball subbed in for Jackson. Here's Mitchell. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Out of hand on it.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
Gobert, the pass to Ingles. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Second shot opportunity. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Mitchell's got 8.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Feeds it to Ingram. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Here's Clarkson. That shot off. Excellent D there from Okafor.
And they continue to control the glass.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And it's an 11-point New Orleans lead.
And really, Ingram is consistent in nailing these perimeter shots. Gotta get a hand up or he's gonna make you pay.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. A tremendous start for Zion Williamson. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. What did you think? That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
See, I think you want more of this from Joe Ingles. He has the size and length to keep plays alive.
On the wing, Holiday. Ingram outside. Passes it to Williamson. Favors. The shot off that time. The Jazz go the other way with it. Holiday against Mitchell. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Favors got his 5th rebound in this one. And one of the best defensive big men in the league, Derek Favors.
You're right, Kevin, because he's got the body to play bully ball, but the lateral quickness to deal with smaller players. When this guy gets down in his stance, he can cover some ground defensively.
The Pelicans have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
First, when you watch the game now, bigs playing on the perimeter, who can really defend and hold their own outside the lane you've seen?
Well, you think about a guy at the rim like Clint Capella, who is a great shot-blocking force. But in today's NBA, he's got to be able to guard the pick and roll, make the necessary switch. And because Capella has got great feet and because he can move laterally so quickly, he might be 6'10", 6'11", but he can get out and switch in the pick and roll. It is a thing of beauty to watch.
And he makes the first.
And you ask around, his coaches and teammates love Donovan Mitchell. The way he carries himself, really infectious, upbeat, but also a born competitor.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Let's look at the numbers here for Brandon Ingram. They've gotten some big performances from him since the All-Star break, averaging 21 points per game, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
And going into the 2017 draft, Mitchell was a sleeper. Maybe even Greg to himself, he wasn't sure he was ready to make that leap.
And you know, Kevin, it was the NBA players he was working out with in the summertime who told him, man, you're ready right now. And a season that saw him second in Rookie of the Year votes validated that and built his confidence.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Ed Davis is checked in for Gobert. George Niang comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Jazz trail by 12. And it's Conley penetrating. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Conley's got 6. The Pelicans have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half start. Ball kicks to Redick. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
The Jazz have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin. And he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And here's the break. And there's the feed to Favors. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
It's a real treat to watch Derek Favors finish these alley-oops. What initiative from the big man.
Reverses. It's good, and the New Orleans lead has cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Niang.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Hart. Rebound, Utah. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Mudiay. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 8.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Hart. New Orleans moving it around. And the wide open shot from Redick. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. Outside Favors. 55 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Redick for 3. And the Pelicans get it back. That one falls. Favors has got the lead up to 13 now for New Orleans.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And you can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Mudiay, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
Redick finds Favors. Out to the right wing. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. One of the most voracious rebounders per minute in the NBA. Ed Davis out of North Carolina. Terrific player.
Well, he is, Kevin. He put in a ton of time in the weight room. His Portland teammates actually used to tease him and call him shirt off Ed. He has bulked up and likes to throw his weight around inside now.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. O'Neal comes in for George Niang. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Emmanuel Mudiay. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Mike Conley. Now, here's Ingles. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Count it, good. Clarkson's got his second basket of the night.
How about Jordan Clarkson, the ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play?
It's Ingram on the wing. Got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's J.J. Redick making things happen for New Orleans. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. Back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So the Pelican 5 right now. Redick and Ingram fill out the perimeter. He's out there with Williamson. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Here's Clarkson. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Back to Clarkson. He dishes it to Gobert. Here's Mitchell. That's tipped. They get it back. And stolen by Williamson. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Finished off the break. Redick's got 12 points in just the second half.
And the refined offensive game of Redick, good at getting to his spots and catching fire from them.
Oh, that's blocked. For three, Ingram, and up the floor again for New Orleans, running the court. Hayes the pass to Ingram. Again, the Pelicans score.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Pass to Clarkson. High arcing shot. The offensive rebound. Basket counts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside, Redick. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Williamson kicks to Holiday. Three-pointer. Lonzo Ball, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. It's Gobert with the ball for the Jazz. Trailing by 17. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's O'Neal. Back to Gobert. Ingles trying to get open. Gobert can't hit.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special. And I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Now here's Ingram. Here's Williamson. Hayes trying to break free. And it's Williamson missing. Clarkson passes to Ingles. Back to Clarkson. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Ingles has got 3 assists now in this one. Pelicans leading by 17. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. It's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career and what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
And Williamson doesn't let up, consistently in attack mode. Love his rabid intensity on the backboard.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And one of those glue guys, Joe Ingles. Doris, talk about what he's brought to the table.
Oh, he brings so much to the table. Joe is an excellent shooter and passer. Mentally, he's got a great IQ. He's a leader, a communicator. And I'll say this to you, on the defensive end, they typically give him a very tough guard.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Okafor gets the bucket.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pelicans.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Zion Williamson.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Utah with the ball, following the score by New Orleans. Count that one for Williams-Goss.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And so the Pelicans now can just hold on to the ball. There's Jackson with the 3. He can't hit that time. Here's Williams-Goss. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Melly. No good.
Well, you can see what a smart positional defender Joe Ingles is. Understands how to impede the progress of the offense.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And all right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke,
lower body fluid, and goaltend. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke from
We have the cameras on the Jazz team bus pulling into the arena. And the game arrival. Now let's send it down to David All.
Well, guys, since Devin...
Doing it all, D.A., thanks. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Back to Ingles. Bridges with the steal. And they're running. Here's Rubio. No good that time. Good work defensively by Conley.
And when you look at Utah, this team, year after year, seems to be more than a sum of its parts.
I like that they always look for guys with big-time character, unselfish, low-drama players, and there's a confidence with this group.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Ayton. Gobert pulls it in. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. Mitchell passes to Ingles, and there it is for him.
Good job by Mitchell, trusting his teammates, and in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Johnson kicks to Rubio. Booker outside. Fires for 3, and the Suns miss again. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist from Conley. Mitchell's got his second basket.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Rubio dishes to Booker. Ayton against Gobert. 6 to shoot. Rubio the pass to Booker. Over Mitchell. And the Suns miss again.
Oh, my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
O'Neal misses.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Ayton, Gobert with the block.
You got to keep your head on a swivel when you go up against Rudy Gobert.
Top of the key, Booker. Back to Rubio. Clock at 6. Back to Booker. Pulls it from the elbow. Well, Smitty, we're coming down the stretch here. Talk about the mental toughness needed to finish a season strong.
You know, I think you got to have that. Everybody talk about the game physically, guys making shots. And we all know there's some teams and players, they all do that well. But who's the tough team that can get through the tough times? That's when you see the teams that can get over the hump and you start to say, I like that team.
Trying to get something going. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And that's what he's looking for. After 3 straight misses, finally finds the mark.
Here's Mitchell. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Mitchell's got 6 points.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
From about 16, and that's off the glass and in.
We just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And already over a decade in the league for Mike Conley. He never got past the numbers game to make the All-Star team in the crowded Western Conference, but make no mistake about it, Conley is star caliber.
The Jazz making a switch here. Ed Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for O'Neal. And it's Moutier in for Mitchell. Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang. And Greg, you talked to Conley. He'll admit he's been frustrated trying to break through and get that recognition.
Still, the way he plays the game, not focused on his individual numbers, unselfish, and focused on what the team needs to win.
To the paint, here's Baines. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
It's stolen by Sharks. Bridges against Clarkson. Carter looking around, beyond the arc, gets the three-pointer to fall. And this game is tied up now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shoots the three. The shot comes out. The Jazz go the other way with it. Here's Niang. They get it back. Second chance shot. It's stolen by Carter. Bridges passes to Šarić and slam dunk by Šarić.
And you have to get Šarić out of the paint. Once he's inside, he's ready to take it home.
Outside Conley. Back to Davis. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists tonight.
This is what you do when your opponent's trying to take away the three and the painted area.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams. Rudy Gobert talks about his expectations for the team.
Every year I want to keep getting better, and
Well, and as a competitor, this is what you should be thinking. And Greg, you should be talking about winning a title.
For sure. I mean, it'll take a lot of work, but Gobert sounds like he's up for the challenge of proving the doubters wrong.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Conley. He is out there with Moutier. Clarkson is out there with Davis. And it's Niang in a power forward. Here's Jerome. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. That one goes. Count it.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Clarkson hits the three-point bomb.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
This is why you spend so much time devising ways to space the floor. If you can't, you don't get very far.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Puts it up from 17, and there's another one for the Jazz. Here's Jerome, and it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The Jazz making a switch here. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for George Niang. O'Neal's checked in for Emmanuel Moutier. And it's Mitchell in for Mike Conley. Mitchell's shot is good.
From there, Mitchell's a legitimate scoring threat. Has a mix of creative finishes once he gets near the rim.
Here's Carter. Gobert with the defensive effort.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Passes to Rubio. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's Johnson with the jam.
I think this is Rubio's greatest trait. I love to watch him move the basketball, and so does his coaching staff.
Here's Clarkson. Makes it off the glass. Clarkson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Outside Carter. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Now it's a 4-point Jazz lead.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backcourt.
Here's Baines, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's Carter. Kicks it to Sharch. That's in there. Carter with the assist. And it's 6 points for Dario Sharch.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Mitchell wide open. Misses off the right iron.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
2 points. That one goes. Carter's got 10 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here. Go into the rack with energy. In the D, afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned. Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Here's Clarkson. Here's Ingles. Goes back up. Ingles, no luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. So the Jazz, their last game, a loss to Oklahoma City. Carter, that's good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Rubio comes with the double team. The pass to Mitchell. 27 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Gobert. Rebound by the Suns. Sharch has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Carter. Back to Rubio. Carter outside over O'Neal. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists now in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. So, Smitty, if we take James Harden out of the equation, who has the best step-back jumper in the NBA right now?
You know, there's a few guys. Damian Lillard has an unbelievable step-back. Steph Curry, Bradley Beal creates a lot of space on his step-back jumper.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Pass to Ayton. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on their second chance points. And the Suns lead by 4.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Conley kicks to Ingles. Passes it to O'Neal. Now Gobert. They get a hand on it, and so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that matchup with the Mavericks, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
6 on the shot clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Here's Rubio. Kept alive. Booker the pass to Ayton. Lets it go from deep. And Booker is good for 3. Booker's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
O'Neal kicks to Gobert. Outside Conley. Here's Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
And that was a little payback for what happened on the other end. Mitchell showing the range.
Conley gets the bucket.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Really a sponge. Donovan Mitchell watches a ton of film, accepts coaching, and applies it. A big part of his rise to stardom.
for three. Booker. That one doesn't go. The Jazz go the other way with it. Booker against Mitchell. High post, Gobert. Jazz passing it around. Inside. And stolen by Ayton. And Booker kicks to Bridges. Booker the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Now here's Ayton. And the pass to Johnson. Booker in the corner. Shot clock at 6. The 15-footer. And that one hits back iron. And the early success of Mitchell speaks to his ability to absorb and take coaching.
Yes, credit that coaching staff, putting him in position to succeed, helping him also to develop. His decision-making is growing game by game.
And there's another turnover by the Jazz. A different look for Utah. Davis is checked in for Joe Ingles. George Niang comes in for O'Neal. And it's Moutier in for Mitchell. The Suns leading. Pass to Bridges. From deep. Here's Jerome. Ayton with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now Moutier. Gobert. Another miss by Utah. Ayton inside. Defended by Gobert. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Booker.
And the sheer muscle of Ayton. Sometimes he's impossible to stop on the way up. And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Here's Moutier. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Deflects the pass. Davis with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Here's Gobert. That shot no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. Johnson attacking. Booker the pass to Johnson. Jacks up a 3. No good from Booker.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Moutier.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
A nice shot by Booker.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Conley gets the bucket. Booker looking around. No good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Suns lead by 2. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Then it's Conley, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Niang in at the 4 slot. Here's Conley. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Suns shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. With the putback. It's good on the putback. And the Suns lead by 4.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
The feed to Carter, all alone. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Oh, that's a terrific pass. Ayton, with the advanced skill level, he's just going to get better with time.
Gobert finds Ingles. Conley with the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Sinks the three-pointer. Now it's a 6-point Suns lead.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang.
What about the passing of Conley? Always ready to zip it over to the open man.
Kaminsky dishes to Ayton. And he's fouled pretty hard. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And he knocks down the first one. And his teammates call him old man, say he looks like a 40-year-old farmer. But Joe Ingles, Smitty, much more than meets the eye.
You know what, Kevin? He's a star in his role. He's gotten better and better. He's a guy who can impact winning on a nightly basis.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. O'Neal's checked in for George Niang, and it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Good! Gobert's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
Saric outside. In the corner, it's Bridges. He had stolen by Ingles. Mitchell kicks to O'Neal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
Clearly a foul.
First one falls for him. And Phoenix making a change here. Payne's checked in. O'Neal hits them both. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Releases from 15. Payne can't hit.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And the basket by Ingles.
Hard to rattle Ingles. Took the hard road to the NBA. Has the mental toughness to make big shots.
Saric against Ingles. Pass to Payne. Kaminsky inside. Gobert on him. Back to Payne. Lock at 6. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Suns missing. Utah's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Rubio finds Payne. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Ingles passes to Clarkson. O'Neal against Bridges. Here's Clarkson. And the 3 off target. Suns trailing. Passes it to Bridges. Rubio dishes to Payne. Back to Rubio. Stolen by Mitchell. He kicks to Gobert. Yes!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Saric. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to put them within 1.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
And there's the pass to Clarkson.
Good! And they've got a foul to give here if they need it. And it's all about the three right here.
And they're looking to tie it up. Live to play another period. We'll see what they run right here.
Mitchell outside. Fires the three. That one no good. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. This win such a tremendous emotional boost for. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do